Yeah, this is going out to all my homies, to all my dudes. They got problems with their girl, or the wife that is. This is called You Can't Stop My Flow. You just gotta listen to this shit here. Real. Ma, let me let you know I'm prepared to let you go the moment I met you. See, to be G'd up means I can leave you 5 minutes flat soon as the police creep up. Not even you gonna stop my flow. So don't let it bother you because I'm letting you go. It's in my nature to bury my bones. It's also in my nature to see to it I'm never alone. I'm in my where I need to be. I'm not gonna turn this into a tragedy or let it be having me like I'm out of my zone by that scorn and by which way you was born with it. I'm sorry, ma, it's not my fault you're torn, but the increase of my wealth and your love is gone. It packed up like it was a high, so I'm gonna tell you on the low, ma. Goodbye, ma. Can you understand how I wanted to be your man? But in order for me to show and prove, you had to let me do what I do. Ma, can you understand how I wanted to be your man? But in order for me to show and prove, you got to let me do what I do. First, it started with me coming in late. Soon after, every call was a potential date. Now, when it's all said and done, I can't even enjoy my dinner without hearing I'm not the only one. We in reality, facts are proven. You could have hired a private investigator to check my every moving, which was only shown I was honest, faithful, full grown, always came home to you and you're bickering. So I started figuring maybe she doesn't think it's triggering something within me that's leaving me hopeless and despair. Then I asked myself, do she really care about me and what I'm going through? Or it's all about her? I'm always sure that her brought it through her day. And since her mind is cluttered with lies, I think she believes this is in every guy. So mom, can you understand how I wanted to be your man? But in order for me to show and prove, you got to let me do what I do. Mom, can you understand how I wanted to be your man? But in order for me to show and prove, you have to let me do what I do. Yo, son, you know how them women get, busting out my windows, keying up my whip, slashing my tires and shit. All this because your girlfriend was telling you I'm sleeping with some other bitch. You need to stop listening to them girls gossip before they start saying I'm beating you like they did the prophet in the Passion of Christ. Now you know that wasn't right. I don't care about a first grade dyke. I would beat it much better than her, eat it much better than her. God made me better than her. So mom, can you understand how I wanted to be your man? But in order for me to show and prove, you had to let me do what I do. Now, ma, you wanna understand, I don't need to be your man. Ma, can you understand how I wanted to be your man? But in order for me to show and prove, you had to let me do what I do. Now, ma, you're gonna understand, I don't need to be your man. Cause in order for me to show and prove, you had to let me do what I do. I don't believe counseling will help us get through, or your family get involved, that would ruin it too. So just screw it and throw it all away. And let's admit we can try this some other day. Cause see, right now, your goals don't fit with mine. So right now, that means we go against the hands of time. And speaking of time, a whole lot was wasted. So just face it, that feeling you got for me, replace it. That's not being selfish or inconsiderate. I can't get no more deeper than this. My clothes, my car you destroyed, I can buy that. But this emotional wear and tear was on a contract that just expired. Here's your pink slip, you now just been fired. You will never be rehired. Cause today, ma, you will understand that I don't need to be your man. Mom, can you understand how I wanted to be your man? But in order for me to show and prove, you had to let me do what I do. Mom, you're gonna understand. I don't need to be your man.